What up, man? This is the T-Millz Podcast. Welcome, episode 1. I have my co-host here, man. We got Greg in the building.
Yo, what's up?
We got Sean in the building.
What it do?
And we got Alisha in the building.
Yo, what's up?
You feel me? How y'all feeling this day, man? How y'all feeling these days?
I'm good. How are y'all? Y'all good?
Hey, I'm decent,
Y'all blessed
man.
and highly favored?
I'm blessed.
We had a whole week off, so I'm straight. A whole week of no school.
Spring break before spring break.
For real, man.
Really, most definitely.
Yep. So let's hop right into it, man. We're gonna talk about Soulja Boy. Now he been messing up the media lately with the trolling. You know what I mean? And that just leads to me asking y'all: do y'all feel like trolling is the new marketing tool for like rappers and people in social media?
Of course it is. Because it's just like social media and people's memories is so short. So if you're not trolling, even if you're doing something good, nobody's going to remember that. But if you know, wilding out on the Breakfast Club, you know, people watch that. That's the only thing people care about. As long as you're not going to, Takashi yourself.
Right.
One thing people like is drama.
That's true.
Facts.
Love
People
drama.
feed that.
True.
People feed that all the time. You see 50 Cent, one of the key trollers.
50 Cent is still around, and we know him for what?
Right.
Trolling,
I
period.
heard he just bought Murder Inc.
Did he really?
What?
I heard. That's what I heard.
He's so petty.
You know?
That's evil.
But I'm like,
But you heard what he did prior already, right?
Yeah.
You heard about him buying like the whole 2 front rows
Yeah.
of the Ashanti and
Ja
Ja
Rule
Rule concert.
He's so petty.
He found him on Groupon. He said he spent like $3,000 buying like the whole 2 front rows.
Wow.
yeah.
Petty.
See, he the troll king. There we go. You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just glad Big Draco is getting his shine because people was playing. Like, stop playing with Soulja Boy. Stop playing with him.
I've been saying this for a long time. People, I feel like when celebrities become lame to a few, nowadays they become lame to everybody.
I agree.
Like
True.
exactly, like it only take a couple people to have an opinion about you to be able to push that narrative about you. So even with Bow Wow, you know what I mean. We know he going through a lot right now, but if he have like some people saying that he's lame and he's not really big and he's never really been that big on social media, he just gonna become the punching bag for everybody's jokes. You know what I mean? So I feel like, especially now with the whole little situation with Girly.
Yeah. I just feel really bad for him. I feel like he is being bullied. You feel me? Because it's just like you said, people gonna hop on the bandwagon. They acting like everybody didn't want braids like Bow Wow. You feel me? Like he's a legend. When people, how do people associate one person with a certain hairstyle? Like, he has clout, you know?
Yeah.
But when the internet say you lame, you lame. So, what do y'all think? How do y'all feel?
I agree. You know what I'm saying? Monkey see, monkey do. Everybody want to... I feel like it's all about waves, too. You know, everybody
That's
worry
true,
about,
too.
you know what I'm saying, who wave they on. And I feel like if one person... say it's like they're buying an influencer. Like, this is about all your influence. So, like, if your fans is saying this thing and you pushing that narrative, everybody else gonna follow it. That's what I feel like.
That's true.
It's all about, you know what I'm saying, too many followers, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm touching on that too. It's like I think where he probably got a lot of heat from and where a lot of people get a lot of heat from is like giving their self more credit than what they actually done sometimes. But you can already say, like, you can go back in his career and say, like, oh, yeah, he had his wave from when he was a kid to when he was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? He had his wave of stuff to do, and people don't give him his credit. You know, so I could never just sit here and say, well, I was never rocking Lil Bow Wow or never say nothing like that. I'm like,
you want to be like Mike? You feel me?
I mean,
Everybody want to be like Mike.
right, like all these Scream tours, like he invented like all the Scream tours. You would never see like a Diggy Simmons or a Little Twist and all these all the littles at the time getting on the same tour together and all that. So he created that. So that leads to my question is, who had the biggest impact on the music industry, Soulja Boy or Bow Wow?
I would say,
I gotta say Soulja Boy.
I would say Bow Wow.
I say Bow.
I say Soulja Boy because dance always been around. And dance always will be around.
Bow Wow was doing the Harlem Shake.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Don't take that.
See, look, she forgot about that. You ain't never gonna forget Superman.
I feel like
you not.
He had so many dances.
I feel like Bow Wow is Bow Wow. So to me, in my opinion, Bow Wow's a bigger legend. But as far as like modern times and these new like Lil Pump and everybody, Soulja Boy takes the cake. Yeah. As far as having the most influence, because like he has been a troll forever. He has been on the internet forever. You feel me? Like whatever he posted with Drake's rap, that wasn't the only rap that Drake mimicked off him. It's another one on the internet. Like, he has influence. You know, Bow Wow is just overall a bigger legend, my opinion.
I feel like everybody take from everybody though.
That's true.
If you look back in music history, I remember they was playing snippets of Lil Wayne, kind of take it from Biggie and take it from Jay. And
that's true.
Everybody, samples or use some type of the same flow or some type of something from somebody. So it's like
right. But he feel like he has something to prove, and that's the thing. And I understand why, because they trying to let Bow Wow him. Like, I feel like we expected Bow Wow to have a big Draco comeback, and it's not working because he's letting getting bullied fuck with his mental. That's what I really believe. Like, I think that's why he going crazy and stuff, is because he's being bullied. Like, because when you have so much power and influence and like people start to treat you differently, that could drive you crazy. He used to be in a man, not people talking about him every day. Editing him in pictures with Fabulous. Hey, you feel me? And Jay-Z.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Bow Wow probably had more pull because he actually influenced like the niggas like Soulja Boy and all that. Like, they all come from underneath Bow Wow umbrella. Kind of how like Lil Wayne and Chief Keef, they kind of come underneath T-Pain umbrella a little bit.
I don't know about Wayne because Wayne had his own wave. Everybody started
Wayne changed his whole sound.
He did, but everybody, you got to think about when everybody coming up as an artist, everybody wanted to be like Wayne before Wayne went skateboard and stuff like that.
That's true.
Everybody wanted to be like Wayne.
Everybody want to be like Wayne after Carter 3. And that's when he had the T-Pain song.
I don't say Carter 2 because that's.
I agree. Nobody wanted to be like Hot Boy Lil. I mean, people did, but you feel me? But like, not as many people as now. Like, we know him being a legend from that. We don't know him from being a hot boy. Like, nah.
Because I remember him when he first started to get his shine. It was kind of like on the song "Shine." Matter of fact, from my head down to my shoes. Like, that was the song that I kind of like. Okay, Lil Wayne, he's straight, and then it kind of just took it from there. But yeah, it's like everybody. They
start somewhere. Everybody got their moment.
Like the Migos is basically the three verses of Gucci in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his little camp. You know what I'm saying? His little dudes pose. So it's like they ride the wave that Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Ride or whatever like that. They all kind of sound like Gucci in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I would say Gucci had a big comeback too. He definitely had a very big comeback. You know,
but I don't think Gucci ever. I mean, I feel like after he came back from jail, people start messing with him more. Same thing as Meek Mill. I don't know why they glamorize that. Like, y'all didn't have the same, appreciation before. You know what I mean? But
that's because now it's like nowadays when like niggas like Meek Mill or somebody go to jail, it becomes like a movement. Because before he went to jail, he was talking about. I feel like I'm trying to be silenced. We've been talking about all this jail reform. I feel like they don't want me to. You feel what I'm saying? Be out here. I've been on probation and all that for like 10 years and shit. You feel me? So I feel like it's important because when he went to jail, it kind of showed like, oh, damn, he for real. Like, this is serious. Yeah. So when he get out, use your platform for what you've been, talking about in your raps previously about jail. And you ain't got no choice, nigga. You just spent like all these months in there. Tell us what the hell been going on with you, you know?
Right. That's true.
So I feel like that's why he's bigger. And it's bigger than this hip hop at the moment because you can see like the other day I was just looking on Instagram, they had like the commission video with him, Diddy, and like a couple other rappers where they trying to like build an actual group of people to be able to like make things move and make things shake. They got Robert Kraft, they talking to him. He a billionaire,
They're talking to billionaires and big hitters. Like they're really trying to make a change, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I feel like his after jail story was one of the best. Him and Gucci, I just feel like sometimes people don't appreciate those people beforehand, Yeah. If that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. I feel you. So, man, what the hell is going on with 21 Savage? Can somebody...
from the UK. That's what's going on.
Sir 21.
He likes chips, fish and chips.
No. Did y'all see that video where he was talking like, I'm gotta go get some tea and crumpets?
Yeah, I see.
It's on Instagram. It's on Shade Room. Everything on Shade Room. They're snitches.
Yeah. Academics.
I'm tired of them.
Academics and Vlad, they like the real snitches for real.
That's
for real.
True.
But how do y'all feel about him being deported at this moment? Because he just dropped his album, I Am I Was, and in this album is basically highlighting like some of his faults, and it's like bigging up the right thing people should do, and it actually go more into depth than it's talking about drugs, guns, and violence. So do you feel like since his message has changed, like it's starting to be an attack on him now?
Yeah, because that was his whole what do you call it? What's that word? When reputation. When he first started rapping, like he was all murder rap, right?
Right.
Y'all remember that?
Slaughter King, Slaughter Gang, all that shit.
Yeah. So when you come and you switch it like that fast, of course the industry gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, come at you crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like the people who listen to you at first, like the message you was giving off, if it's bad, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to hear, they don't want to see you like change it to good. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Right.
kids, you got kids listeners. You know what I'm saying? Kids listening. I mean,
That's a fact.
So.
Yeah, when you
I don't know.
you become more of a conscious rapper too, especially as a black male. When you
Get
have something to say,
targeted.
when you have something to say, when you get enlightened and you have you know what I'm saying, stuff to speak out about and say, you know you got ears in the audience that listen. It's like people like they gonna gravitate towards that, and so he's like people behind closed doors, they don't want that to happen.
Exactly.
They don't want too many people.
They
to
want
be,
our
you know what I'm
perception
saying?
to continue to be something it's
Yeah,
not. So I
exactly.
think he has a target on his back for sure. Like, have y'all seen the Alive video?
I didn't
It's
see it
very
just yet.
mature. Like it's way different.
Really?
Like this
Yeah.
is deeper meanings. You know, he's addressing different issues. It's a different 21. And of course, when he changed and when he trying to do right, is when they, you know, arrest him and everything. So it's really
Yeah.
messed up.
It's crazy, man. And we like, what do you think happened, like when you a millionaire going through like being deported? Like, what the hell happens? Like, do you leave all the $1 million in cars, houses, properties? You just leave all that shit behind and just go to a different country?
But I'm pretty sure if you own majority of that stuff, then you ain't have to worry about none of that, you know? Because, like, I mean, some of the stuff, maybe he could take it with him, you know what I'm saying, if he has the rights to it, you know? But it's like, we don't know if that's true or not, you know what I'm saying? It's plenty of times people have falsified information, you know what I'm saying, and misput that those false allegations out there. So it's like, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? You just have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you never known the artist to be in the type of predicament like that with getting deported and stuff like that. I mean, Iggy maybe, but I wouldn't say, like, how big with her.
Who's
like,
that?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hello?
they talking about she was married. She was married and had a whole husband in
That's
Australia.
True. That's true.
It's like, we don't know. But then
Yeah.
again, she's back in the States making music with Tiger. Like,
Yeah.
But it's weird.
That is weird, you know what I'm saying?
But it's
They
weird
come
because they say, okay, so we know 21. He always tells his life story and shit. He go on the Breakfast Club. He go on different interviews. Vlad. He talk about how he grew up in a situation. Now we do math correctly. They say he was born here in 2005. That means he would have came here when he was 13. Now, do you really have enough time to go through all the shit that he talk about?
Yes,
Like-
yes, you do. I think you do. I think that we don't know what environment. Where did he claim he was from in Atlanta?
Zone 6.
We
East
don't.
Atlanta.
I don't know what occurs in Zone 6, but I'm gonna assume that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. So a lot can happen in a year. A lot can happen in 5 minutes. Black men go through a lot, especially when you in that environment. It pollutes your mind and you become a different person. So who's to say that he wasn't in the UK? He didn't come and his life changed. You feel me? Like.
right.
Things happen. I wouldn't take that away from him or question his credibility because he's from the UK. I believe him when he's in interviews and he's talking. I think he's serious about the things he's done, unless he's just a good actor.
Right.
But
tell
I
it's
don't
genuine.
sense any fake. I don't sense like no Tekashi. I sense like he really been through some things. That's just how. That's what I see. Do you guys think like he? You know? Do y'all feel like? Oh, now he from the UK. Y'all might question the stuff he's saying. Or
I've been
what?
listening to him since he first, you know what I'm saying, since No Heart and a lot of his first music. So I was like, I don't think he had no reason to, you know, be fronting the line about, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that
Right.
he's talking about, just like you said. So I think that, you know, he's very true to his word. You know what I'm saying? He's very true to his word. You can see that when he rapping, when he talking. You know what I'm saying? He's very blunt. He's gonna keep it real with you at all times. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it ain't no point. Well, if you would have thought about it in the interviews, it's like they ask him where he from. He don't say, "Oh, I came here from the UK." Like, no, I'm from Zone 6. That's where I was born
That's
and
what he
raised.
knows.
You know, so that's what I know.
That's what he
I
know.
grew up in. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I take it.
So they're saying he's from the UK. He was born in UK, or he's what they saying with that?
Well, they say he was born in the UK. He came here in 2005.
And how old was he around that time?
He'd be 13 in
13?
2005.
2005.
But honestly,
A lot can happen.
Like
he was talking about middle school and a whole bunch of like stuff going on in middle school, and in high school stuff and elementary, like he was talking about how you had to get switched out of different stuff. If he's doing all that, like that means some of this stuff is fabricated. That's what I'm saying, and I hope it's not true. Like I hope he can explain like a lot of stuff that's going on, or maybe the stuff that we read is not necessarily true at all. Like maybe he came here much earlier. You know,
could be 50-50.
Everybody need a story. You know what I'm saying? They need.
I mean, and some people don't expose every part of their lives. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was a person who, lived a double life or, had other stuff going on. He's just mysterious like that. So the fact that he's from the UK is surprising because it's him. But, not everybody going to put that out there. He rapping about that stuff. You think people going to respect him more? All these memes and stuff. So, you know how that go.
Only thing I probably could say is, which got me kind of thinking with T is, murder music, let's be real, is the easiest music anybody can make. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can rap about that as long, like, you can rap about that anytime, any place. It's cap rap. I think it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I can't judge them.
It's just relatable in society.
Yeah, and it's in some parts. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be hood. That's the thing.
Let's not forget Rick Ross was a correctional officer.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
Let's not forget.
That's very true.
That type of stuff, it's 50-50 with that.
I agree, but I feel like it's hard. It's kind of like, okay, if you in Atlanta, I feel like it's so many like big artists there in Atlanta. If you saying you from Zone 6 and you're from East Atlanta, we know Gucci to be from there, and people like Walker and all them. Like I feel like they could easily say no, you're not. You know what I mean? Or they could easily call it out. And these are people who are not afraid to speak up and say shit. You know what I mean? Like Walker, he talk all the time about different stuff. He talk on Gucci all the time. So I feel like. And he was basically saying, like, he was the shooter hanging out in the studio and stuff with Migos. He'd be selling them and all that before he even became, like, 21 Savage, you know what I mean? So I feel like if you're a liar, it's easier to get called out in Atlanta, at least. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I do think that murder music is definitely, basically trap music is easy music to make. I agree.
Brain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody can say it. Yeah. But it's all about, about their history. So I wouldn't know. I can't really judge them on that. So, that's a hard topic. You know what I'm saying? It is. It'll come out eventually, though, I feel like.
And I don't think they doing the stuff that he talking about in the UK. I mean, I know every place got a ghetto, though. I know that. That's true.
The way the stories he got, I don't know. I didn't know they was down and dirty like that, But you never know. You don't know what people go through. Like, you really don't. Like, we really don't. We really don't.
All right, so Chris Brown, man, this he going through a lot.
He is going through a lot.
But for what? Why they pick Chris Brown through so much? Like,
because he's trying to buy the rights to his music or something. I believe something along those lines. He's trying to. He has the rights to his music. And so right after he did that, this happens. Like it's not surprising. Like trying to tear a black man down. Like it's. That's the narrative.
I think social media is making it clear that black men are under attack, especially when they try to gain some like type of power. Because you could look at like it is be crazy because you could look at like so many different scenarios and so many different conspiracy theories, like the Prince conspiracy theories, and when he had all his royalties and
Michael Jackson
about
him buying Sony.
Right.
That was a big one for a while because they were talking about he was going to have ownership over Sony. And then they tried to say, I heard something about Bill Cosby slightly, too, about him owning something as well. And
CBS.
He was trying to buy CBS. That's still no excuse for what he did. He was wilding. You know what I'm saying?
He got what he deserved, but that popped up so strong because of that. That don't make it okay what he did, but that's indirect relation, if that makes sense.
I feel what you're saying. It brung it up. Like, okay, it's like we going to ignore it right now until you try to do something that's going to change something, and we going to bring this up.
It's just like distractions. They put distractions in our face every day. They want to distract us from certain things. Some stuff is actually deserves to be there, like the Bill Cosby thing, but they do purposely put distractions in the way.
So how do y'all feel about like the false rape allegation on Chris Brown?
She needs to go to jail.
Yeah, she needs to go to jail for sure.
Because it's going to get worse. Like... No, go ahead.
I'm gonna say because people's lives be be ruined over this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely shattering their image.
Exactly.
Now, it's different when you have the evidence. You know what I'm saying? Any admissible evidence, of course, you're gonna be admitted and taken to jail and all that. But if you like messing with somebody's livelihood, how they feed their family and stuff like that, making false allegations, then you should. There's been plenty of times where girls don't want to be looked at as a hoe, so they scream that. You know what I'm saying? They put that out there like, oh, he sexually assaulted me or he raped me or whatever like that. And it's like, that's just something you just don't play with. You know what I'm saying? You don't play with that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Male or female. Like, you should never want to, mess with anybody's image like that. Everybody look at you differently, too. Then they found at the females and stuff like that,
So, if women who are males who give these false rape allegations, should they spend as much time as jail as like an actual rapist?
Yes.
You think so?
Without a doubt, yes. Yes. Because first off, it's two things they're doing wrong. First, you're taking away from the girls who actually do get sexually assaulted, and they don't even feel comfortable speaking up, and you speaking up and you lying.
Yeah.
Secondly, they're taking away from somebody's life, especially a black man. They're gonna put him under most times, regardless if they have the information or not. And that's not necessarily true, because that does happen with them, so they could have the information. But most times, if you lie, that's his life.
Exactly.
They need that much time. Like, you don't do that,
That's a fact.
And their reputation is really important too. Like, really important.
Yeah, I know one thing that I constantly preach to people too. At the end of the day, I mean, your name is your name, so it's like your first impression is your best impression too. And then also, it's like what you choose to do at the end of the day, you got to live with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you either going to have people putting dirty on your name, or you going to have them putting some positive energy on your name. You know what I'm saying? So you just like, what do you want to have floating around about you? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, if somebody met you and asked you about me, how do I want you to say, what about Greg? You know what I'm saying? What do I want you to say about me? I want everybody to say something positive with me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If anybody say, I'm going to ask you about Greg, how is he with this X, Y, you know what I'm saying, and Z, or whatever like that, I want you to be able to say, like, hey, I met him, and give your honest opinion about me, about how genuine I am, how I come across. You know what I'm saying? If I heard that I come across as an asshole, I need to talk to this person. Like, dang, like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Where did I go wrong? What did I do to make you feel, you know what I'm saying, that way?
I feel that, yeah.
I care about my image that much, especially as being a black man. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
a fact.
I just like don't carry myself any type
Your
of way.
reputation gets you in more places than you think. Like,
Facts.
somebody's,
Word of mouth.
always not even always talking about you, but if your name is brought up, and your reputation is good, that puts you on a higher pedestal as a person. So somebody's purposely trying to take this man off his pedestal.
Yeah. And it didn't work out. You know what I mean? It didn't work out this time. I don't know what saved them, because they usually go the reverse way, but it didn't work out this time. So, it's lit. But a man that's working out for it, unfortunately, is R. Kelly.
Yeah. I gotta.
I just deleted all his music on my phone.
They tried to get off. They tried to get off and paying him at the Icebreaker the other day.
Yeah, I mean, look. In my opinion, R. Kelly still music. So I'm gonna put his whole life to the side. His music. I'm gonna respect his music. His music is good to me.
Is it?
But it's good to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
it might.
He's a genius with the pen.
music though.
What about the hidden messages in the music though?
And that's another thing too. That's what kind of got me off. But my whole life, as you know what I'm saying, growing up listening to that, it's just like something miss. It's hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? You can't take back what you heard. But I feel like them people coming out of nowhere like that, I mean, he no wrong, don't get me wrong. This dude completely wrong. But like them having all this time to be able to expose this dude, and now out of nowhere they come out with a show to bash this dude.
But you come on whenever you want to. Honestly, it don't even matter.
Could, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, what was the wait, bro? That was
what
my
if
question.
What if they didn't have the platform? Like, what if now they feel like, okay, since it's a whole Me Too movement, now I can finally say stuff? Because one girl, the one who was in the actual sex tape, she claims she's been talking forever, but nobody's been hearing her. But you know what's crazy is R. Kelly was everywhere 2 weeks ago. We haven't heard anything about him. The last I heard, he was at a club in Chicago.
I'm gonna give you a prime example. Okay, we've been looking at a lot of media personalities like Charlamagne, who said he was molested when he was a kid and all that. Now, this because, like, when he said he got molested, he said he didn't look at it as an issue because he liked it. He thought it was cool, but him as a kid, he not supposed to be the one to make that decision, like, you feel me, this shit is wrong. Yeah. That's the same thing with the young girls.
Yeah.
This because they girls don't mean they sometimes, like, when he got these young girls in this situation, he manipulating them and all that. They might be like, okay, he care about me. This is like, you know, this is my guy friend, whatever and all that. We living with him. He taking care of me. You know, he taking care of my family, whatever he doing. Now, they not able to make that conscious decision, okay, I'm not supposed to be messing with a nigga that's like 15, 10 years older than me. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm a kid.
But even if they are, that still don't make it okay because he a dude 10, 15 years older than him.
Right.
Than them. He's manipulating them for his own messed up motive. So it don't matter if the girls are grown. Like, you're wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, wrong is wrong.
But my question is this too. Where the hell was their parents at? You know what I'm saying?
That's
what really made me mad when I heard
I can't lie. That's a question that I have. Now, look, if my little sisters, I had 2 little sisters, right? And I don't know the situation and all this stuff, so I'm going to speak on it lightly. So, if this happened to my little sister, I ain't going to lie, R. Kelly probably want to have a house. Like, it be busting in a house, taking her, you know what I mean? I am trying to figure out... But I am trying to figure out, that was a question that I did have, but I watched a video on Instagram, and it was like, where was your parents and when you was out here doing foul stuff, and when you was out here doing that? And I was like, that is interesting. When you out here around the corner, when you out there playing with your friends, you out late night past when the street lights come on, like, where was your parents? At the house chilling, probably wasn't really worried about where you was at. You never know.
I see both sides. Cause I see both sides. Because I feel like if I'm in college right now and I decide to date a 40-year-old man tomorrow, y'all, and the man take me away forever, I talk to my mama every day, but I'm at college. But it's different because these parents are actively taking these girls to his shows. Going backstage, you know what I mean? And it's just like...
The parents be super fans, too.
That's what I'm saying, but that's where you have to separate the art from the person. Them allegations was coming up before they took their kids.
But what about the one girl on the documentary Survivor R. Kelly, where she said that he was actually going to court for a case about sexual assault, and she was like a 14-year-old going to his court case rallies and being out there protesting and all that, and he met her at the courthouse.
That's messed up.
And what she do?
Like, they actually linked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he met her. Like, is that wicked?
Do y'all think that the manager had an issue? Like, you think the manager was messed up for that too? Because it was an interview, and not the interview, but the actual show, and they was like, the manager told R. Kelly that I was gonna give him the number. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, the manager was giving the little girls numbers, what I'm saying.
Anybody in that situation who was there, who seen that shit, who was in the studio, who seen young girls there and then do nothing about it. I don't care about your job. I don't care about how much money you making and the influence and how somebody can ruin your life. If you was there, you trash. Yeah. And you just as guilty as him. If I walk in the studio and I see a 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girl in there, and I'm like, dog, what you doing? And he don't have a good excuse for it. Like, nigga, I'm getting you out of here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like whoever was there is trash. No, that's not the same. Like, you're not snitching. Right. Like, get him out of there. Like, that's a predator. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like if you allowed yourself to be around that, like, you just as guilty for real.
But it's crazy because I haven't seen anything about R. Kelly on social media this last week. I didn't see anything.
Cause that Drake.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, everything's a trend. R. Kelly's a stand-up protest, Colin Kaepernick, and then when it's time for stuff to happen, it's like, oh, well, it is what it is. Nah, that's not cool. If we're going to stand by it, we're going to stand by it.
I think it's all a strategy, too, man. It's all a strategy in social media, man. People feed you what they want you to see.
Exactly.
But then we have to take responsibility, too, because I get on the Shade Room every day. They stop posting R. Kelly, though, but what can I do? Am I going to, call up the head,
Right.
But I'm responsible for looking still, and they're not talking about what they need to be.
That's true, but and a lot of times too, I'm bringing this up since we on this topic too about R. Kelly. It's like in society we are brought up in rape culture. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
very true.
In society,
Preach.
whether it's within the family or whether it's close family or the friends, it's always somebody that you either may know or somebody close to what you may know or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, in the black society, it's just as much as it is in other cultures, I'm sure too. It's like everybody's been brought up in rape culture to make it seem like it's just normalized.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They normalize it, and it's I mean, of course, it's not right, man, because it happens to children first and foremost.
That's true.
Women, and it happens to men too. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? I remember, you know what I'm saying, somebody close to me was telling me about it one time. And I was in high school, and I was just kind of furious about it because I wanted to do something about it. And it was like, well, who can I tell? What do I say?
Right.
You know, and it was just like, well, is it my place to say something?
And that's the thing. It's probably so normalized to this point where girls feel like, well, if I say something, they're not going to hear because, you know, maybe I brought it on myself. Maybe the dress code told me that it's showing my bra strap, you know, and then he did something with my bra. Maybe it's my fault because I had my bra strap out and the school told me girls aren't supposed to do that because that gets guys' attention. That's rape culture. Yeah. It's supposed to be a responsibility on men to be like, hey, that's not okay. It's not okay to look at women like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's where that starts. That's why a lot of girls don't want to say, oh, this happened to me, or the victims don't want to say this happened to me because, well, you caused it on yourself. That's how they, you know, play that. So that's very true.
And
rape culture.
I think a lot of people grow up with it too because, like, you can say as a kid, like, I remember, like, people making up fictional light days, like holidays, like ass grabbing day.
Yeah.
As kids, like,
that's
you know, so we in middle school,
right?
Like,
the stupid stuff.
Who can grab the most?
People
booty?
used to
like,
play
you know
booty tag. I mean, back in the day, people used to play booty tag.
But let me ask you this. And I had this question. We had a conversation. You know, we was doing the pre-production. Do y'all feel like people are serious about men being sexually assaulted?
No, not as serious.
Cause I was telling a couple of my friends that was females how I was up in the party. You know what I'm saying? We chilling, and I was sexually assaulted by a girl who was on my ass.
Bro, I got something to say about that too because like you hear all these teachers that be coming out messing with the students, right? And it be a lot of female students, right? I mean a lot of female teachers, you know, messing with that. And as a kid, I ain't gonna lie, that used to be a fantasy of mine. There used to be a fantasy of mine. I'm like, I want a bad teacher. I need to be in high school. I want this bad teacher, whoever to, you know, come on to me. Like that used to be like, I thought that was a good thing,
right?
But then I look at it, I think about it like, that's definitely
and with guys, it's just like it's that outlook that like okay, like that, you know, she coming up to me, she grabbing on me, and then in that situation, you don't want that, so that was sexual assault. I feel like people are definitely not as serious. I know even myself, honestly, like sometimes you just be like, dang, like why you let her do that? Like no, I didn't let her do that. You feel me? Like she did that to me. It can happen. So we need to take more responsibility. I know I do.
People will freeze in the moment too and just be so shocked that the stuff happening too. You couldn't even like, you know, like you be froze in the moment.
That's true.
You know, so some people don't know how to react because they wouldn't think that either that person would do that or they kind of trying to like, damn, did that really just happen? You know, so some people just be froze in that moment.
Does that
too,
like
though.
Personally for you, does that make like, do you view women differently or like how did that experience affect you? Like honestly, like.
I mean, with me, I didn't view women differently, but it made me question their seriousness on sexual assault. Like, because when I said it and you, like, laughing, like, oh, for real? I'm like, damn, what you mean? Like, yeah, I'm for real. Like, this happened up in the party. Like, you know, Mo Bamba was on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we was, you know what I mean? You know, she was getting a little rowdy, a little touchy-feely. Like, chill out. Relax, you feel me? But, yeah, like, it made me think of that. But I don't know. It's kind of weird because women probably just look at men as such a masculine figure and like, oh, you allowed that to happen. Kind of like with the Terry Crews situation. Kind of with the Terry Crews situation. He said like a dude was touching him up in Hollywood and all that, and he finally came out and said something about it. And when he said it, everybody was like, "You muscle bound dude, you didn't knock him out. Why you didn't do what you did on Friday the Day? Like, what you know what I mean?" So it's kind of like, you feel me? It was kind of like weird in that aspect. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
What parts you grabbed it on and everything.
And it's different. You know what I'm saying? Females and guys got different powers when it comes to different stuff like that. And I feel like with that, like sexually, men can't go up to, it depends on the female. You know what I'm saying? Men can't go up to a female and be like, oh, I'm trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or if a female come up to a guy, it's way different. You know what I'm saying? The power with that is way different because you don't really hear that a lot too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like that's why it's not really taken serious because you don't really get that a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because females do got a lot of power when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
They can tell you no, and that's just it. If
It's
they gotta
over,
tell you
yeah.
no, they keep going, then you just like, damn. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So to wrap up the podcast, man, I have a relationship question of the
I
day.
gotta record this.
Oh yeah.
The relationship question of the day. So basically, do you think that you should be in a relationship while in college?
I believe it.
No.
Oh, she said no.
I don't
No.
think you should.
I don't think so neither, honestly.
You know why? I think it's all about. I feel like it's all about the way. It's all about what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you know what you want, and if you know where you're going, then you all set to go. But I feel like not a lot of people out here like that. I feel like a lot of people out here don't know what they want, don't know what they want in life. You know what I'm saying? Don't know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want to invest that time. So I feel like it's really about what type of person you are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that this is the most pivotal time of your life.
it is though.
So if you want to brand yourself to become big, if you want to do well in school, make a lot of money, having a relationship can be a sacrifice to all of that at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like in my age, like 21. Like being in a serious relationship could be like a sacrifice to all that.
I feel like with that, it's like if they find the one along the way, you know what I'm saying? That's always been the thing too. It's like if they find the one along the way in the midst of like going through whatever girls they went through, it's like then they do. But I don't think genuinely like I don't want to say genuinely, but I don't even think like no guy really sometimes is not coming to college for being a full relationship looking for marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's situation is different. Everybody come here looking for something different. Some people come to college to find themselves. Some people come to school and just like, oh, this shit ain't for me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like,
all around,
it's
really.
you juggle a bunch of different stuff coming to college. So I would say you shouldn't, because you're still trying to find out things about yourself that you don't even really know as a grown adult, as a man and a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, personally, like, I wouldn't, like, looking back on the, you know what I'm saying, like going to school, like, I had a focus of going to school and just doing academics and trying to play sports or being involved in orgs or whatnot. And, like, that was, like, my main focus. But once I got off into a relationship, then that's when you get into, like, oh, I really love this person so much. Your feelings get hurt.
Exactly.
Your focus get thrown off with school. You start
I
struggling
feel like
with all
it's
these different
and
areas.
that's what I'm talking about. I feel like it's
Exactly.
dangerous because usually when you young, you try to build the foundation. Basically, you trying to like direct where you want your life to go. And if you in a relationship, you doing that for the other person too. Like you trying to incorporate them where where they gonna be in your life. You feel me? And that could be like very detrimental if you was to break up
And that shit don't
and
work
you don't
out.
got them no more. So you like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
That
you
shit
on this
don't
weird
work out,
path.
You be hurt.
You know what? I think that you have to learn to be your own person. And when you're in college, you don't know who you are. So here I am pouring my heart out to somebody, investing my time. And when they're gone, I feel lost. Now my focus is off me. It's off getting money. It's off good grades. You feel me? For a relationship that I wasted my time. I could have been experiencing. Not saying that the relationship wasn't good. The relationship wasn't worth it. But sometimes you just really have to focus on yourself because you're going to gain more in the end. Now, the right relationship and the right person is going to make you better. It's going to help you grow.
Almost
But most times, you know, relationships in college, they don't end up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be able to know that. You have to be able to know that communication is key too, though.
That's true.
It's like as you get older, you got to be able to articulate how you feel. And as a man too, I've been thinking about getting this book called "Cry Like a Man." So it's pretty much telling men like, hey, you got to be able to be in touch with your feelings as well.
Or you go crazy.
Man.
You gotta be able to
Or you'll go crazy.
Well, that's why, as a man, I'm not afraid to talk to my brother and my nephew and tell them about like love and how you may feel about a woman, and you know, to even tell them, express to them like, oh, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I want this for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or whatever the case may be. So
I don't know why, like, today, not all guys, but at least some I've come in contact with feel like they can't share their feelings. Like, what's wrong with that? You can say you like me. You can say you miss me. People just don't want to say it first. Like, this is not a game. You can be honest. Because they'll say it, but in a slick way. Like, no, just be genuine because I'm genuine.
I think that dudes are afraid to share their feelings. You ever been in an argument with a girl and she bring up all the shit you told her that was like personal? Like you didn't hit me regular, like you hit me like hard, like nigga, that's why your mama and all that. You feel me? Like damn, I told you that. I like you feel me? Out of the strength of us being with each other.
I feel like I ain't mean to cut you off, bro, but I feel like it's everybody's scared of rejection, bro. I think that's what it is. Rejection and acceptance. I feel like if I like, let's put this in a scenario, like I just met her and I say, damn, like I'm really feeling you, I like you. You know what I'm saying? It's different from a guy because in the back of his head, everybody dealing with what? Anxiety nowadays. Everybody on their phones and all that, right?
Yeah.
Anxieties, right? So you deep down think like, damn, she gonna say this, damn, she gonna say that. But that's why I feel like a lot of people fear, like, telling their real feelings is because they're afraid of rejection. You know what I'm saying? That's some
facts, Keller, man.
You know what I'm saying? I had to get over that. You know what I'm saying? That's what really helped me grow, though. You know what I'm saying?
And I can touch on that too, because like one of my older friends, he was telling me like, hey bro, like I would kind of be nervous about talking to girls sometimes when I first started college. Like in high school it was cool. I would flirt with them. I'd say little stuff like that. But it's like you gotta come with a different game. Like, some like especially if you want to get certain women in college, like you gotta come with a step your game up. You know what I'm saying? So I used to kind of wreck. You can't come like with no like weak game. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know if every dude got the same line, but you can't be using the same line. I know some dudes hate my chick to death. You know what I'm saying? It's like more of like how you come off. You know what I'm saying? How you come off. You can't just come off as rude. You can't come off as too thirsty. Like you just gotta, you know what I'm saying? You come off genuine about it. You know
you have to be genuine. And I don't know. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I feel like females like somebody who's like confident and assertive. Like if you're trying to come at somebody, like just, you know, be assertive with it. You know, don't give me an offer I can refuse. You feel me? You know, I'm trying to take you out. You know, I want to take you out. This and that is the best way. Now, if you can't afford to date, you shouldn't date, though. You shouldn't even ask. Because I've heard that. I've heard that some dudes will not ask you out because they can't afford it yet. And I mean, that's good. Like, I want you to have self-love, King. Go get that haircut. Don't go on a date with me. You feel me? Save your money.
But too, in a relationship, too, like, well, not even just a relationship, too. When you first getting to know somebody, I mean, I feel like you have to know, of course, where your pockets are, first and foremost. Yeah. But it's like, it shouldn't have to be all about money in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to say, hey, you want to, you know what I'm saying, go grab a cup of coffee, go grab, you know what I'm saying? It can be something little and small.
And then you can see if they're going to appreciate the bigger things. Not everybody deserves a steak dinner. Sometimes you got to start off with a slushie. You feel me?
Right away. You know?
But if they appreciate the slushie, they can get to the steak.
Not the slushie. not the speedway slushie. Like, look,
if they appreciate the slushie, they can get to the steak.
Don't let Alisha set y'all up for failure. Like, damn, I'm gonna get her a slushie. Right. She ain't gonna know what to do with this Mountain Dew, boy.
But one thing I remember she said too. One thing Alisha said too is about being able to offer someone something. You know what I'm saying? Being able to say like, all right. You was thinking like, oh, if a guy don't offer you shit when you go to the store, then he don't care about you. Like,
yeah, that's a fact.
You was feeling that way and thinking that too. And it's like, I mean, just out of courtessy, you want to be able to ask. Like, I ask my bros, like with my friends, like, hey, bro, you want something out of here? If I know if I got something, you know what I'm saying, give to them. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. It just all depends, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, he ain't gonna buy me nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Girls, like, or at least offer. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put my 2 cents in for that rejection part too. I'm gonna come back to that. Look, so like, even with the rejection part, right? So, say you did get rejected, right?
Right.
And then I hope people, whoever watching, I hope we hear somebody listening. But like, say this person, right? You like her a lot, right? And you telling everything. You want to take her out. You want to show her a good time. All that happened, but then your worst fear come and she say, you know, I'm not feeling you no more. You know what I'm saying? Or even before, she just cut you off then and there.
Right.
A lot of dudes always want to hear yes. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? She just, like, that whole situation, you just saved yourself, 5, 4, 3, 6 months. You know what I'm saying? It could have been. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they know if they want you the first 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
So, you walk up to a girl and she say, nah, you know what I'm saying? You can't take it to heart. I feel like that should either be like, okay.
Come back around.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can talk to more females, you can talk to more people, but it's like, you fear rejection is only going to keep holding you back, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Because
I have a question, too, for you.
What's up?
Back to that question. So, when you first meet somebody in the first 10 seconds, so this is my theory. I think that guys, when they first meet you, they know exactly where they want you to be in their life. Whether, okay, I want her to be my girl, she wife material, I'm just finna fuck on her. I feel like dudes know that as soon as they meet you. Am I tweaking? Like I feel like they know that. Like as soon as they meet you.
I feel like it's a simulation. You know what I'm saying? But it's like all about how the girl carry herself. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm around her more and I see how she carry herself, then that's when I make that decision. Like, damn, like she wifey material.
I don't know if you could. I don't know. My bad. I don't know if you could tell in the first 10 seconds, literally. But like the first minutes of being around. Yeah.
Well, I'm like, damn, like,
but she's the one.
But you could look. You could damn for sure look at somebody and know that you want to start talking to them though. You can be like, oh, I'm interested in her. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't. It's something about her that it's that type of vibe or that type of energy is something that I've never even encountered before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
like,
fact.
I feel like once you kind of like, if you meet somebody like that or if you come across somebody like that, you either gonna want to be a friend to them or want to get close to them in some type of way.
No, that's fact.
Yeah. Yep, that's how I was at Ferris this weekend, man. I seen it.
Did you shoot your shot? You gotta shoot your shot 2K19.
I'm trying to dunk.
Make a miss.
Why y'all, y'all can't be scared to shoot y'all shot now, period. Like, shoot your shot. What's going on?
Like Mike.
Don't give us hella growth when you do it, too.
So, you said you want dudes to tell you what to do in the DMs. You want them to slide in and give me your number right now.
This too,
she want an alpha male.
That's what it is. Alpha male. But the whole idea is that, like, if you slide in the DMs, you need to slide like you're supposed to be in there. Like, be confident about it. You know what I mean? Like, let's go out. Let me take you out. No good morning, none of that. Like, girls hear the same stuff. But if somebody is in my DM and they like, you know.
Damn, niggas say good morning?
I mean, no, they can say good morning, but like. Every nigga saying good morning. You feel me? Like,
hey, how you doing?
Maybe say good day or some shit, you know? Like, something different.
Greetings.
Like, something else. Like, but.
Hello, my lord.
I ain't gonna hold y'all up.
That's what they want.
I don't say good morning to nobody, bro. I be saying some different stuff all the time, bro. I feel like I gotta switch it up, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to dry stuff out. I be saying top of the morning. I be saying anything that really coming to my mind that's kind of like
not top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you.
Bro, you tell me you be sliding the DMs top of the morning?
No, I'll be saying like that. I'll be saying top of the morning. I'm talking about like if I'm having a conversation. If
I'm putting that right here. Greg said he sliding the DMs like top of the morning.
Top of the morning to you. No, but listen though. It's like if I've been talking to that person for a while, then I'll do some like little funny stuff like that. I kind of let my personality speak for itself, and I kind of like let my humor speak for itself, and I kind of like let that be the comfortability throughout the conversation. Because I feel like once I make a chick smile, then I know she gonna remember me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I know she gonna remember me, and I know like whether I captivated her in that type of way. And I like to use the word captivated because I like that word. No, but for real,
I feel captivated by your beauty.
Right. You gonna hit her with some big words, hit her with something she never heard before.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, niggas try to walk around sound like T.I.
No, I ain't trying to hit her with no.
Oh my God.
I ain't trying to hit her with the wordplay like T.I. She be like, what the hell? She might not be on that level. She might say some shit that I might not even know. I got a theory. What does this mean?
So, like, what's like y'all number one like deal breaker for a female?
It's hygiene.
Woo! Yes. Bad hygiene is like number one. Yeah. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, because I know the chick gonna tell you about yourself if you funky. You know what I'm saying?
Not if you funky.
Yeah. No. If you funky, the chick gonna tell you about yourself. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, I feel like as a man, like I feel like if you was to do that to a chick, she'll be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? She'll be embarrassed or whatever. Like,
I think that's like half the shit though. Like that's like everything down there. If you reverse on on a woman, it'd be like.
Yeah, but she'll definitely be embarrassed. And then become like, damn, like he'll be kind of embarrassed too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's like
it also depends too, because like if you say you feeling this girl, and it's like say her breath stink, right? Mm-hmm. You holding that in. I feel like you holding that in is only hurting both of y'all, really, because you gotta smell it. You know what I'm saying? And she, you know what I'm saying? She not really gonna feel comfortable around you.
Yeah, I wouldn't even stay there to smell it. Like I'm cutting you off because. Right. I don't know. I just feel like I know you can smell yourself. You feel me? That goes back to self-love. I don't want nobody who don't love themselves. You walk around stinking.
She said she calling off the tea and crumpets date.
On top of the morning
Like,
for you.
Love their self enough to just make sure that they're good. Like, that's
Mm-hmm.
like.
Especially when y'all first meet, too. Like,
Exactly.
I can see y'all really in a relationship. Her breath, like, I feel like you should be comfortable enough to be like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, put some gum in your mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or slide her a piece on the low.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Or on the high.
Why your shit smell like backwoods? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
that ain't it.
Man.
But I think first it's like the hygiene, and then second would be the appearance. Mm-hmm. Because like you don't want a girl just walking around here just like
legging out
any kind of way.
Y'all say y'all hate leggings. I just
niggas didn't say they hate leggings.
What's that?
Niggas say they hate when you wear it every day.
Yeah, that's
different. That's an everyday thing.
Like you hop in your legging bag every day with the different,
Not the
like,
legging bag.
That's what they call it. Your legging bag, like you feel me? Like you got the 5 different pair of the same leggings.
Yeah, and a lot of girls know what they be doing, bro. I'm gonna be real. A lot of girls know what they be doing. Like if you got don't get me wrong. I'm saying you working out, you doing your thing, but like you at the gym. And you got your leggings on. It's just like it's certain things you can wear to go with that. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like wearing leggings and you saying you know what I mean? You wearing a little big old 2-piece, whatever you call it, and it's like you drawing the wrong attention. I feel like it's like you drawing that wrong attention. It's
I
like
have mixed emotions about that attention word, especially in this day and age.
I think you should have designated workout clothes. If you know you gotta have your designated period.
Why can't I wear a 2-piece to the gym? Why can't I have on gray leggings and a gray little top?
No, you can have that. I'm saying like
every time.
I'm talking about
that's what I'm saying.
If you got to be able to switch in and out of your wardrobe for workout clothes. I mean, some people might wear the same stuff to the gym, but if it's gonna be noticeable if you coming in there with the same stuff on all the time. Oh, she wore them same pair of gray leggings. She wore them to the gym, and I just had her in my class too, and she wore them there too. And I mean, that's kind of that's definitely noticeable because the chick gonna notice like. Even the dude to notice if a dude wearing the same stuff over and over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that I mean, I feel like that goes back to hygiene.
Yeah,
that goes back to hygiene. So what's so what are y'all top characteristics? So bad hygiene, y'all, is a no-go. So what would be like? Yeah, I like this. Y'all said style, I guess, is one. Appearance,
scent, appearance, personality.
I think what he said, personality is lit, but I feel like. If we go out to eat and you don't know how to eat or some shit like that, are you smacking or are you just bugging out at the table on that burger?
Wait, what's bugging out? Give me an example. Like, what's bugging out? Like
you a sloppy eater, you got shit all on your hands and shit. Like you just a sloppy eater at a restaurant. And I'm
why you smelling? You got a story?
Like that's wild.
I'm just thinking.
You
it depends. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I have so many stories.
I could accept that at a certain extent because everybody come with flaws. I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She could work on that. That's something you can work on.
But you don't have table manners. Like this kind of wild. Like if we like 20 something, you don't have table manners. Like I gotta teach you this shit.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, in this day and age, where will you see that though? Let's think about it.
You can see that anytime you go out to eat.
I mean, there's still some ratchets around. It's gonna be a ratchets in every area.
And that
like,
I can't take
that all flaws back to what or roots back to what their personality. You know what I'm saying? Your personality. You ain't gonna see no classy girl going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And I think.
You know what I'm
saying? You ain't gonna just accept any kind of character unless you got that type of character too from a woman too. You know what I'm saying? Like so, if a woman, if y'all kind of like, if y'all match that type of same energy, then
you okay with that energy?
Then you okay with that?
Yeah, I feel like you got to be the person you want to find. So if you, the person is a reflection of you. Your breath can't stink and you can't eat sloppy because I don't. How about that? Let's start there.
Yeah, you can't be smacking.
Step one.
Right, you got food in your mouth. Like close your mouth, please. Like I don't want to see what you eating. You know what I mean? Unless it's on the plate. You know what I mean? But like all that, I think that ties in. Those are important. You know, if you trying to get into a relationship.
I agree.
So when do y'all think you should get in a relationship with a person? How like I mean I know when you kind of like
a good grad school relationship ain't bad.
How many? What's the like months? Like, is it month 3 you should start dating this person? Month 6? Like, how long?
Why gotta be
how long should the talk?
Yeah, I think it's all about the vibe and about like, you know, y'all both know what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen some relationships, like some successful ass relationships, 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Month, 2 months.
I think people need to stop following vibes.
stop following vibes or
because your vibes are connected to your heart, right? So when you like you love this shit, you feeling the vibe, it's cool, it's smooth. Don't follow the vibe, my nigga. Like, follow your head. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, this cause this girl or this nigga is cool and y'all hanging out and you like, I can picture myself with this person. That don't necessarily mean y'all need to be able to get with each other at that time.
I agree.
Like, I don't think so.
Well, I was going to say I disagree, but the thing I say about the vibes, what I do agree is, I mean, a vibe can be any kind of, like, energy that you put out there. And I feel like as I get older, I'm real big on energies. So it's like, if I'm around a person who just gossiping, being negative, nagging, and all that, then that's gonna make my energy fade. That's gonna, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm around a person who's always kind of like getting me hip to something that I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Doing something positive, you know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't like that because everybody got their own toxic flaws. Nobody's perfect, you know what I'm saying? And I think like you got to be willing to like when you're getting to know somebody, you got to be willing to put them vulnerable parts out there about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you really like somebody. If you really can see that person in your future, like, you got to be able to put that out there to them.
But
like,
that's why I think vibes are bad. Like, I was looking at a Chris Tucker stand-up, and he was basically saying, when you first dating somebody, that's not the real person you dating, that's their representative. You feel what I'm saying? And a representative can give off a false vibe, which could later, you can find out that's not really how that motherfucker is on a day-to-day basis, and now you're in trouble. So that's why I feel like you don't need to follow vibes. You need to stick around for a time. Don't follow vibes for 2 weeks and be like, damn, I'm going to fuck with this person and date them. Stick around for a while, use your head, and then your relationship might last a little longer.
But do you feel like vibes are more like in the sense of like, damn, I forgot what I was going to say. But it's like, I had a hell of a point to make too. Right. It's like, hold on, just keep talking. I think
vibes though, like I don't know, bro. I feel like vibes. What I think about vibes is like she said, somebody who match who you are, right? So if I know for a fact that I got a side where I'm about my business, and then I got a side that's goofy. If a girl is the same way, and you know it, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all both showing you. I know who I am, so I ain't about to fake who I am around no female no more. You know what I'm saying? So if she doing the same thing, I feel like you'll be able to find that. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, damn, okay, the vibe is there, and she being herself. That's when I feel like that's when that connection is made. But you can tell when somebody really not being themselves. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely agree.
Or it'll eventually come out.
I don't know. I agree and I disagree with you because I feel like a lot of times we overthink things. Guys more than girls.
Yeah, that's true.
So you could be vibing with somebody and then there go your brain again. You overthinking the situation. I don't know about a relationship and you miss out on your blessing.
Yeah.
Don't miss out on your blessing trying to, I'm going to take it one baby steps. Nah. If you feel it, if vibes, I mean, you can vibe with somebody, but you know if you feel it on a deeper level. If I just met you and we feel like we've been friends forever and we laugh and we talking, I'm with you, I'm not on my phone, we listening to music for hours, I'm gonna follow that vibe, whether wrong or right, whatever that means. And if we get together, we get together.
Right. And then like 3 months later you found out you got a whole girlfriend.
Oh.
And then and you know what I mean? Because you just fell in love with that vibe for that couple days.
But that should be established. I mean, you could follow a vibe, but you can't be just dumb out here. You know what I mean? Just you just gotta balance it. I'll say that.
Yeah, and I think when you trying to match that same type of vibe or that same type of vibe, it's like people like. For me, like I said, I like to have a good laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I find that like we come
giggler.
In a
giggler.
In the black community though, it's like if you I read this post, it's like, hey, if you bringing a chick around your family, whether it's either bringing whatever opposite sex around your family, like, come to this family, like you better be ready to roast because my family talks shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like
facts.
Through humor, you can kind of see a lot of people's different personalities because you'll say something and it might rub somebody the wrong way. I kind of get her vibe, and I see I can't joke with her like that. You know what I'm saying?
I can't take the extra sensitive type.
And you know what I'm saying? You'll pick up on that. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of like talking to somebody or trying to like get to know somebody, so you'll know like, oh, okay, I see I gotta either slow it down with this person or I kind of like I see our energies are not gonna match. I mean, because you don't know that right off rip. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I know girls are very big on, like, whether it's astrology, like the
Yeah.
was it the numerology, the astrology, like that?
Just astrology for me, like zodiac signs.
Zodiac signs,
you're a Pisces. You're a Pisces. What are you?
Aries.
Okay.
You know,
See, look, I feel like that too. You know what I'm saying? Girls take that too serious.
She's a Gemini. Everybody want to know.
It be somewhat relatable. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It be somewhat relatable. But I feel like everybody different.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You look at the layers of your hands. None of ours is the same. So I feel like that stuff. Oh, you can go scroll through it. I'm not gonna agree with everyone. You know what I'm saying on the Aries, but most of them I'm like, oh, okay, that's me. No, that's not me.
Yeah.
That I'm saying.
And
So
that's
like,
what I do when I read like different horoscopes about, you know what I'm saying, my sign. I'm like, I can see it, and I'm like, nah, that ain't it.
that's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm
So it's like I feel like it's a hit or miss with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's episode 1 of T-Millz Podcast, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Stay tuned for episode 2. And we lit, y'all. Peace out.
Peace out.